All right, so I'm live. I just finished doing the litter and bringing the garbage. And before I start, I'm a little off balance today because after getting over the cold part of the whole thing, what happened? Well, this ear is completely clogged. So I can hear only out of this ear right here right now. And it's going to be a couple days before this one is back to normal. It's been an adventure. Welcome to the 31 days of live horror. Now, today is going to be kind of special because today we are not just talking about a film that's a great slasher film. That's kind of the print from Scream Factory. We're going to talk about a list that dropped from Scream Factory of titles that are going out of print. Hey Joey, and the reason I chose the movie that I chose is one that I know half by heart that I could watch without having to take notes, and because I know that the brunt of this video is probably going to be talking about, hey Wheels, I did get your list, so thanks a lot, dude. You're one of the reasons for this video tonight. Is going to be talking about that list. But first off, I got a movie today come in the mail. It's which I'll show you guys first before we go into everything. And I got from Kuno Lorber, Nightmare Beach, which will be part of the 31 Days of Horror. Not quite sure if we do more or not, but it'll be part of the 31 Days of Horror. If you haven't got it, it looks to be a great little release. It has an audio commentary by Sam Deegan, which always is a great commentary. Interview with Claudio Simonetti, both English and Italian audio. Theatrical trailer, and of course, going to have subtitles in English. And it does have a alternate artwork. Gotta love John Saxon. And the alternate artwork is right here. I kind of like the new artwork a little bit better, so I'm going to keep that one, but that kind of almost looks like a post-apocalyptic thing. If you haven't seen Nightmare Beach, it's an interesting little film that I won't talk about today because I want to save it for one of the 30 Days of Horror. But I want to show you guys that I got it. Anyway, before we get into the Scream Factory list of out-of-print stuff, which we are going to get into, let me talk about one out-of-print one, hey Mug, that I have. And this is Terror Train. Terror Train was an early release from Scream Factory. The easiest way to tell an early Scream Factory release is by this blue banner up at the top. The early releases, Scream Factory releases, all had this blue banner on their slipcovers. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, it'll still have the sticker right there. And as you can see, I have kept the sticker right on here. I didn't take it off. And considering it went out of print, it is. I'm glad I did. Now, before I actually get into the movie itself, some people recently ordered the 88 Films edition, and they asked me, well, what's the difference? Well, the best way that I can tell you is I'll tell you the features that are on here, and then you can see what the 88 Films one has. All right, so the Terror Train one here has an interview with production executive Don Carmody, producer Daniel Grodnick, production designer Glenn Bidwell, and composer John Mills Cockle, with a theatrical trailer, TV spots, and stills gallery. This is the original artwork for Terror Train. There was apparently originally supposed to have been like a commentary on here, but for some reason it got axed at the last minute. I'm not sure if there's a commentary on the 88 Films one or not. I'm not sure what they have, but this one has pretty much interviews. Actually some pretty decent interviews too. Theatrical trailer, TV spot, and stills gallery. Now, if you've never seen Terror Train before, I'm guessing you've probably seen Terror Train before. Anyway, Terror Train is one of the big 80s, early 80s slashers. It does something different. For a lot of the 80s slashers that you see, what you're used to, what you're normally seeing is like Michael Myers has his mask, Jason Voorhees has his hockey mask, Freddy's got his outfit. The neat thing about Terror Train is the killer keeps changing his outfit. This is a mystery one. We know kind of who the killer is, but we haven't seen the killer in years. So we don't know which one of the people on the train could be the killer. And who's one of the suspects? Well, magician David Copperfield. Not even joking, it's really the David Copperfield. And Jamie Lee Curtis got her kind of like curly hair in this one. As always, there's one oh yeah, oh, yucky. Sorry. Here. As always, there's one veteran actor in this film. And for this movie here, it is Ben Johnson. And Ben Johnson does actually a really good job for what he has to do. Hey, Cat Lover. I actually really do love this cover. It's one of Scream Factory's better covers. I like the early Scream Factory covers a lot, actually. Well, maybe not Prison so much, but most of the early Scream Factory ones. He made you disappear? Is that a joke, or you mean like you were actually in like a David Copperfield show? So, there are some cool actors in there. Hart Bochner, who is a famous Canadian actor. You'll probably remember him from Urban Legends 2. He was like the teacher in that movie. You know, the drama teacher, the film guy. Well, he's like one of the leads in this film here as well. The film itself is it's different. It's unique. Basically, what it is, and I'll get through it quickly. Jamie Lee Curtis is a object of attraction for this kind of like this scrawny, kind of geeky guy. The med students tell him that Jamie Lee Curtis wants to see him and have relations with him. So they set it up so that he goes in there, and basically Jamie Curtis hides behind, and she unwillingly, doesn't really want to do it, pretends like she speaks. What she doesn't realize is that what they've put in bed isn't an actual dummy or another girl. It's a corpse. It's a dead body. When he sees this, needless to say, he flips out and goes insane. Years later, there's a reunion, a class reunion, and they're having it on a train. And not only that, they're having a costume party. So one of the more kind of the practical jokers, who's dressed up like kind of in a Groucho Marx type costume, comes up to them as everybody's getting on the train with a sword through his chest, and he's grasping at people, and they're like, "Great joke, you know, it's really funny." And as everybody gets on the train, he falls down dead, and the killer, unseen, takes his costume and gets on the train. The killer is changing costumes throughout the film as he kills different people. It's an extremely well done film. And at one point, and I'm not joking here, they were going to remake this film with a lot more slasher murders in it and a bit more music and magic. But they ended up calling it Train, and it was completely different. It was kind of like a torture porn film. Hey, Jacob. The thing is, I don't want to give this away too much. I do think people should see this film. It is one of the better slashers that came out. And it has a unique gimmick. For me, it has a special spot in my heart. Johnson is incredible in everything he's in. And he does a good job here. He really does, for the little bit that he's given, right? It has a special place in my heart because this is the movie that scared me first. Of all the movies that came out, The Exorcist and like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this scared me because, and I don't need to tell the story again, you guys all know the reason this one scared me. So, Terror Train. If you can't get your hands on that edition, I think it was put out by 88 Films. And I think Scorpion Releasing is re-releasing it as well. So you will still be able to get Terror Train. I need a drink. Let me just grab a soda. When I come back, we're going to talk about out-of-print Scream Factories. A list dropped. We're going to look at that list. I'm actually going to show you what I have from that list here. So if there's ones that you're kind of thinking on, if you might want to grab it from the list, I can show them to you. Won't be tea. Tea takes too long. I'm just going to grab a soda. I'm not going to leave you guys in here for like 5 minutes. Ah, the litter. And afterwards, use a lot of chemicals when I'm doing that, cleaning up, and it really dries up my throat. All right, before I go any farther, I'm gonna show you what I got out of the list that's available. Nice, and then I'll read out the list. But I want to open up the. Do you know, ironically, right after I made my video and I joked about getting demonetized, guess who got demonetized? Okay, here are some of the films that are on the. Hey, Damage, how's it going? It's a really cool film. You'll enjoy it. It's a neat little slasher film with a good twist. Kind of abrupt, sudden ending, but it's actually pretty cool. One of the Exploitation slashers. So are you guys ready to see some of the Scream Factories that are going into print? Some of these aren't going to matter to you. Other ones are. So if you're interested in this film, this is on the out of print list of the, and that is Leviathan, which is kind of a. I'll be honest, I do like the film, but I never really thought it was a I thought it was more of a Shout Factory release than a Scream Factory release. But this one is going out of print. The list is pretty big. I'm going to show mine first. Then I'm going to read the list out. That way you'll know which ones I got that you can actually kind of talk about. Without Warning, this is the alternate artwork, by the way, also is going out of print. So this is the Graydon Clark film, if you haven't picked it up yet. '90s thriller Stigmata is also going out of print. There's actually a really good little featurette on here called Divine Rights, The Story of Stigmata, and like Incredible But True Stigmata Mark for Life. So that's going out. One that I talk about a lot that I really like, Near's Evil, is also going out of print. Evil. Definitely. If you're a slasher fan, you should have this one. Here's a couple double features that are going out of print. Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2 is going out of print. Losing the rights to that. Oh, really? Oh, crap. Blackula and Scream, Blacklist Scream. I've talked about Blaxploitation on here and about how good this is. Definitely still worth grabbing. That's going out of print. Tentacles and Reptilicus. Also headed out of print. Troll and Troll 2. Demonology is going out of print. Swamp Thing is going out of print. Nice that, Death Bomb. Disturbed Behavior is also going out of print. And here's a couple bigger ones. Sleepaway Camp 2 is headed out of print. And by the way, guys, there are some excellent features on Sleepaway Camp 2. And on Sleepaway Camp 3. which, by the way, is also going out of print. And there are more features on this one than on the 8.8 Films one, so if you want to grab this one before it goes out of print, I highly recommend it. And last but not least, are the ones that I've got before I actually start reading the list. This is going out of print. If you're a Vincent person and you recently say you picked up the October package, the Amityville Horror Trilogy, all 3 films, this set is going out of print. And the 3rd film is actually in real 3D. So you can watch it in both 2D, or you can watch it in its original 3D format if you got a 3D television or a PSVR. This is a good idea. Amityville 2 has some great features on it. AEW. AEW apparently had a really good show last night, and again, kind of squashed the competition. It's not really competition anymore, is it? It's not after that pay-per-view. But here's the complete list, which I'm going to read out now, of titles that are going into print from Scream Factory, because I don't have all of them. Only had some. But I wonder, that way, if there's ones there that you're interested in or you want to know some more about, I can tell you about them. So, what's going into print? The entire list. The Amityville Horror Trilogy, Blackula Scream, Blacklist Scream, that double feature. Double feature of the 2002 Carrie with Rage Carrie 2. Dead of Winter is going into print. Destroyer and Edge of Sanity, which is a really great, Edge of Sanity is a really great Anthony Perkins film. That's going into print. Disturbing Behavior, Empire of the Ants and Jaws of Satan is going into print. The Food of the Gods and Frogs double feature is also going into print. The Garbage Pail Kids movie, collector's edition, going into print. Ghost Town is going out of print. Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2. Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf. I'm Madman. The Incredible Melting Man, which I got over there too. Why never got one over? Invaders from Mars, which I do have over there too. Why never got one over? Okay, Leviathan, New Year's Evil, Robot Jocks, Sleepaway Camp 2, Sleepaway Camp 3, Scarecrows, Stigmata, Swamp Thing, Tentacles Reptilicus, Troll 2, Vampire's Kiss and High Spirits. Oh, I'm eating popcorn today. Sorry, the Vincent Price Collection Volume 2, that's going out of print, guys, without warning. Now, that's not all. There are some Shout Factory releases also going out of print. Baghdad Cafe, the DVDs, that's going out of print. Breathless, Day of the Outlaw, Doc, Easy Money, Men at Work double features going out of print. Escape from Grizzly Mountain, Hackers, the 20th Anniversary Edition, which I really want. Hills Run Red, Apache's going out of print. Pope of Greenwich Village, Desperate Hours double feature. Science Fiction Theater, the complete series, is going out of print. The Sure Thing, 30th Anniversary Edition. And War Films triple feature Attack on the Iron Coast, and Beach Red. So that's the complete list of what's going into print for the for Scream Factory. Hey, JR. It's a lot more than I realized. Luckily, there are movies there that I just showed you that if I didn't have them, I would be rushing to get them right now. Is there any there that you guys don't have that you're going to be picking up? I see someone's picking up Garbage Pail Kids, and somebody's going to grab the Vincent Price set Volume 2. I'm really distracted a bit, guys, because I'll be honest with you, hearing out of only one ear is a pain in the ass. So I can hear, it's almost like I can hear an echo of myself, and it's let's just say this is not going to be the longest video that I've ever done. Oh God. They did release the list. It's probably on the website, or I checked their Twitter as well. Let me just look at their Twitter, see if they put it on there. Sure, they got it down there somewhere. I saw a link to it, and then I saw it on Facebook, and then Wheel sent it to me as well. Oh, dude. Oh. Hope it comes back soon, Kathy. That's insane. Take care of your mom and take care of yourself. In all seriousness, like be safe. Yeah, there's a big difference in the blues when it comes to when it comes to the Amityville ones. I'll give you an idea what's available. In all seriousness, we're just talking about out-of-print screen factories today because he'll put a list out, Kath. So there's an audio commentary by Dr. Hans Holzer, a parapsychologist. For God's Sakes, Get Out documentary with James Brolin and Margot Kidder. Wish I could order Vincent Price Volume 2. I don't know, because that's an odd one to have been picked up. I remember I liked the film, actually. I was one of the few people that liked it. But I thought it was fun. Who would pick it up? Unless it came out in the UK, I wouldn't say so. But then again, because I can't think. Scream Companies is perfect for Garbage Pail Kids. Their Chef Factory is perfect for that. Can you think of another company that might put it out? Because I can't offhand. Now with the sequel, there's an interview with Damani, new interviews with actor Andrew Prine, Diane Franklin, Rutyana Alda, audio commentary with author Alexander Holzer, and this one, it's the 3D edition. That's Amazon.com though, isn't it? Not Amazon.ca. You remember I'm CA. Anyway, if you have the bones for it, it's a great little edition of these films, especially to get it in 3D. To give you like a quick rundown of the ones that I would definitely grab, like out of all these. New Year's Evil is an underrated slasher film. Does this one have an 88 films release? Because if it's got an 88 films release, you're okay. You're pretty much solid with that. Hope for Ghoulies 2, like 4-pack, but if you don't have it, Blackula Scream, Blacklist Scream. There's a UK edition. If you got a region free player, you're okay with that one. If not, this actually is a good release. They got an audio commentary on here. That's a good interview with Richard Lawson as well, who was in both of these. Oh, I hate that fact. For 90s fans, Disturbed Behavior is actually a decent release. But hands down, Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Hey, B-Movie Archives. Definitely on both of these. And what's really cool, and some people will grab this one and they won't be so big on part 3, but there's a documentary on that goes from part 2 to part 3 called A Tale of Two Sequels, part 1 on this one here, and part 2 on this one here. Usually when it comes to rights, I'll be honest with you, it's like they're usually for like a time period. Rights are not like indeterminate, they're not usually forever. That's why physical media is so important, because like the same with streaming. Rights aren't forever when it comes to streaming either. That's why things go off Netflix, things can go off other places. Building the library that you want of physical media is the only way to ensure that you're going to have what you want at your fingertips. If there's no UK release for New Year's Evil, then definitely New Year's Evil. One to 2 months. Ooh, that could be out. Can I message you after? I'll give you. Yeah, definitely. But grab these. If you guys don't have these, they did a really good editions of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. And just to kind of to break it down a bit, you got an audio commentary with the director and screenwriter in part 2, behind the scenes footage with audio commentary by director, A Tale of Two Sequels, part 1, Back to Camp, actress Amy Fields, director of photography, Bill Mole, interviewed a bunch of people, video, promo, trailer, and more. And one of the and more things is there's like a short film, kind of a sequel film, about one of the characters from from Sleepaway Camp 2. That's on here as well. On part 3, because just in case you're kind of like thinking maybe you can pass up part 3. Part 3 is an audio commentary with the director and screenwriter, behind the scenes footage, A Tale of Two Sequels, part 2, New Victims and New Horizons, trailer, news promos, deleted gore footage, and more. So yeah, for me, if you don't have the Amityville Horror Trilogy, definitely this is a must. Like if you're picking up the Cursed collection from Vinegar Syndrome, it's a no-brainer. Like because you're gonna get the Cursed collection, you're gonna like have fun with those, and then you're gonna want to go back, you're gonna watch the original 3. And for me, this is still the best version of the original 3. Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, yes, they're out on 88 Films. I do have those editions. Because they had a couple interviews with Justin Kurzweil, but you don't have the features that are on this one right here. And those slips are to die for. I do like the slips on those. The rest of them, that's up to you on ones you want to go for. Some of them are UK released. I still think New Year's Evil, if this doesn't have another release, this is, if you're a slasher fan, you should have it in your collection. Just for the fact that it does things so differently for a slasher film. Usually when you get one of the slasher films, it follows the final girl, and it's the final girl's story. New Year's Evil is a slasher film that follows the killer. And without telling you right away who he is, it's pretty simple to figure it out, but without telling you who it is, and the killer, much like in the Scream films, is pretty fallible. He makes mistakes. He messes up. He doesn't kill everybody that he means to kill. I always found that intriguing and very unique the way that it was done. What films can we get in Canada but not here? Nowadays, not so much of anything, I don't think. I'm trying to think. There used to be a Black Christmas, for instance. Hey, Jason. That called the Season Grievings Edition. That used to be around here, especially when HMV was here. I know because when I picked it up, I ended up having to pick up like 4 more. The other 4 that were at HMV at the time. There's no HMV here now, because I had friends in the States and the UK that wanted it because it was like it had different features on there. There was no Scream Factory one at that point, and there was like a mini Rue Morgue magazine in it as well, which was kind of cool. So that's what I can think of offhand. It's a good topic for another video though, and because I haven't researched it enough to be able to tell you yet. Yeah, the art. But I'll be honest, guys. I will soon be going because I gotta lie down. The hearing of the one here is making me a little bit on the dizzy side. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna watch a movie tonight and hear it. So that'll be fun. The good thing about talking to you guys on here is I can actually read your messages. As for tomorrow's video, as always, I will snapshot either a clue or straight out what the movie is for you. Now, before I go, has anybody picked anything up? Netflix is coming back to physical media. Ooh. Subtitles. Subtitles are the way to go, man. I might watch Nightmare Beach tonight because subtitles. Who knows? How long is this movie? 91 minutes, maybe. Kino really likes. Oh, nice. I wish I had a sunrise close to me. Because, you know, Kino's killing it with the Studio Canal deal that they did. Man, are they putting out some great releases because that. Midnight I Would Take Your Soul. That's Coffin Joe, right? Sorry, I'm a little out of it today. But with that being said, and with my year not getting any freaking better, thank you so much for watching. I am Aaron. This is the Movie Library. This is my good ear. You're the Movie Club. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I do apologize that this video is much shorter than I expected. I really wanted to do a longer, more in-depth thing on Scream Factory. But we'll try and get a longer video done tomorrow. It's probably going to be later tomorrow. My better half is coming home tomorrow night, so we're going to spend some time together. And I will... looking forward to Breaking Bad, the movie. I am, actually. And I will talk to you guys soon because... friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear.